Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more FM22. We're playing with the Bohemians in the Czech Republic and also managing the Czech Republic. As you can see right here, we have played a couple of games. It is a while ago, but I don't think I showed it the last time around. It's in the qualifier for the European Cup, right? So we are in a group with Norway, Latvia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Moldova and Andorra. That is pretty much the weakest group of them all that we could have possibly gotten. We take a look at the overall tables here. No, not the overall table. All groups. So this is all the groups in the qualifier, and we were extremely lucky. I mean, we got such a weak group. We could have gotten into Germany group here. We could have gotten into Belgium groups, Portugal and Denmark, EU, England and Scotland, EU, Spain, Holland. Well, sorry Holland, but Netherlands. I mean, this one it's not too bad, but still, I think the group that we got is really, really good. And we did manage to, like we saw before here, if we go back, we did manage to beat Moldova, and I believe... Nope, that's not the game. This is the game where Tran actually got a goal. I think that was his first goal for his for the Czech Republic. So, well, congratulations to him. And 2-2 result against Norway. Norway is not a bad result. Norway is by far the best team in the group. Of course, they got Holland, right? I mean, if you got this guy in your team, you're probably the best team. So, yeah, they're definitely the best team in there. They also got the likes of Martin Ødegaard and Christopher Ayer. Not easy players to play against. So, pretty good there. Now, let's go back to our club, right? The Bohemians. Let's go back here and get into the fixtures. So, where were we? Well, we played the Bayern game, and since then we have played quite a few amount of games here. So let's just take them from the get-go here. Dukla Prague, 3-1 result, pretty solid performance, and oh yeah, we did concede, and I believe it was pretty early on. Yeah, it was pretty early on. Yeah, goals from Tran, Milan, and Benavides. Yeah, pretty solid. Next one, whoops, I didn't mean to click it. Let's just click over here instead. The next one was in the FA Cup, and I expected to win this one. Horak with 2 goals from a corner, Siska with also a small goal there to make it 3-0. Pretty good, and we could continue into the semi-finals. So this is the only bad result we have, basically. Well, yeah, actually it is probably the only bad result. We were definitely the better team. I don't know if we can see the analyst data here. We just click this and generate it. You can see what I mean. We're definitely the best. It's just us not scoring a goal, basically, because they didn't have anything. We had all the momentum. It's just, okay, well, whatever. So that's the worst game we had in this remainder of the season. 3-0 against Boleslav, Ugwo, Milan and Sikovic with goals. 4-1 against Slovako. An own goal, Milan, Christensen and Bernard with goals. 2-1 against Teplice, 2 from Tran. So he's been playing better. He's getting better, but he's probably not the player of the season for me. There is 2 other players that we are looking at there probably. One of them is Milan. He's been fantastic. I mean, just fantastic. So he scored here against Sparta Prague in the semi-final, and that got us into a penalty. It ended out in a penalty where Hauk had a pretty good game, saving one. So yeah, we are in the FA Cup final again. I didn't expect us to win against Prague, but well, it did also take 125 minutes before we well. Could tell if the difference between the two teams. So yeah, there we go. In the FA Cup final, which is one of the games we're going to play today. First division, back in the first division here against Ustinat Labem. I believe I rotated quite a bit here for this one. Ugwo, Bornemann, Pasalik and Brückner with the goals. 3-1 against Jablonec. Milan, Siska and Benavides with goals. Next one, again Milan and Tran, and the last one against Slavia Prague. These, of course, these two teams, massive games for us. Absolutely massive. Siska on a penalty winning that one. I didn't expect to win these two, to be honest, and that's why we are back already, because if we win the next one against Barnik Ostrava, we do secure ourselves the second spot. Yeah, we are nowhere near winning the league. Nowhere near it. And I sit there thinking, what? You have won pretty much the entirety of this season, and you're still nowhere near winning the league? Nope. Nope, we're not. We're not. That, you know, these draws up here, right, in the beginning of the season, that's enough. One loss, a couple of draws, bang, you're off. that's it. We can win the rest of the season and still not win the league by that standard, because Sparta Prague and Slavia Prague are just two really good teams. Now, we will probably win over Slavia Prague to that second spot, but Sparta Prague, yeah, 8 points ahead of us. They already won the league. They already won the league. Even with us going on a completely win streak, it's just not happening. They did lose 3 games, but we have too many draws. You can't have many draws against these guys. They are only gonna... You see it here, how many points they are losing. It's not a lot. It is not a lot. So, but like I said, if we do win the next one in the league here, we are done and dusted for the league. That means if we win against what are they called? Barnik, not Barnik Ostrava. If we win that game, done and dusted. We win the league. So, we don't win the league. We win the second place, which is pretty much the equal to winning the league in this in this season. Because look at that, we already have 78 points. That is 3 more points than last season when we actually won the league. We are already doing better than last season, and we still have 2 games to play. So, you know, it's already now been a success this season. But I would really like to get the silverware, and we are up against Slavia Prague in that FA Cup. So, yeah, we got a double. We got a double here because, yeah, it's... Oh boy, it's gonna be interesting to see if we can get silverware or get away with getting the second spot above Slavia Prague. But we do have a couple of other things to talk about before we get there. Tran has signed a new 4-year contract, and it is a crazy one. 6.5k in wages. Absolutely madness, especially when you think about he was on 700 wages before. I wanted this guy to continue with us, and this is what I needed to do. What is even more crazy is that his agent locked in, just completely locked in, that there is a buyout clause. 7.75 million go into the contract. We can go in here. We can see here, minimum fee release clause from continental competitions, 7.75 million. Not great, but if I wanted a new contract with him, that is the deal the agent was willing to give us. I could not get this one down. He just went back up to this one every single time. It took me 2 tries to actually get him on a new contract, and this is the best deal I got. Madness, right? I mean, he's getting 8 times the wages, and even then, we're not even allowed to get rid of this release clause. Absolutely horrendous, but well, there we go. 4-year contract for Tran. Adam Horak has also signed a new contract. This one a little bit lower in price, only 900 wages. I think he was on 700 before, or 600 maybe. So yeah, not that high of a wage for him. He's also getting in as a prospect. So yeah, it's a breakthrough prospect, of course, and is also running for 4 years. So I'm pretty happy with that. He's not the best player in the world. You can see his consistency is in there. If you see this, there is a way to get rid of it, right? There is you can. Yeah, it's a tough one because you can't really. Normally, with many of these things you see over here, you can train it, right? Technique, you can train the technique, or you have like a really bad personality. You can what's it called? Mentoring, right? This one, you can't really get rid of it, and it is a big part of how good they're gonna get. it is not only about how consistent they play, it is also about how consistent they are training, and that means how consistent they are developing. So it is a really bad one, but there is a scale to it, right? This is the orange one. It's not completely red, so it's like his hidden attribute here is probably 6 or 7 or maybe 8, something like that. So it's not a great one to have, but he's still a fairly okay player, and I'm okay with these wages and all that. So just bear that in mind, and I tend to not look too often at it in the past, and I'm trying to build that into how I'm also playing the game, and you should definitely look at it. If there is consistency over here on the wrong side, if it's over here, well, good, perfect, actually, that's really, really good. But if it's over here, you have to think about, oh, do I really want to sign that guy again, or do I really want to buy that guy? The other, I mean, to me, at least, what I feel like is a really, really bad one to see over here is big matches. If you see a red big matches, that's a big you know, worry. And we do have a couple of players with both consistency over here and also big matches. Some of them even in very red. There is color scheme to it, and that color scheme depends on how the hidden numbers are. So if it's very, very red, it's probably from 1 to 3 in hidden numbers, and if it's like completely green, like the professional here, then it's probably I think it's 17 to 20 actually. So that's how you can differ. You can see there is different color schemes to them right here, and that means what their numbers actually are on those hidden attributes. So, but of course, this also depends on how good your assistant manager or whoever is doing the report is to actually do them. In this case, it is my assistant manager doing them because he's pretty good at it. So yeah, there is a way to figure that out, and I'm trying to build on my own play style on that because it is very important to make sure that we are looking at that. So we got one more deal to look at, and that is, where is he? There he is, Jan Siska. He has also that consistency in him, right? And it is something you can get rid of, but it is also, you know, he's not really performing too well, right? He's very inconsistent in his performance. Well, funny enough. And the same goes for his, you know, development. It's kind of halted, right? But he is a homegrown. This guy is a homegrown at the club. So I have signed a new contract for him, 3.5k wages, 4-year deal. And I believe I want to sell this guy off for a really big profit down the line, maybe next season or something like that. Because I don't think he's gonna develop a whole lot more than this, and why not get like, maybe we can get 3 or 4 or even 5 million for him, and that would be a nice deal for us. And yeah, I didn't really want to let him run out his contract. That would be pretty stupid, wouldn't it? And he's still fairly cheap, so yeah, that's okay. So that is 3 new contracts signed. We also had a pretty damn good intake this season. We have the likes of Joseph Russell, Yanda. Definitely those two looks pretty promising. Just a quick overview here. All of these guys is on professional contracts. I signed them directly on professional contracts running for 3 or 4 years. Some of them have bigger. This guy's, for example, unambitious, but we can get rid of that. We can get him to be professional even, right? We can get him to be maybe even Aaron Willett. We just have to put him into some kind of group where, you know, where there is a leader or someone with a good, someone that can kind of shape them a bit, monitor them, mentor them. So that's not too much of a worry. I'm not too worried about the personalities. Especially not that when they are intakes. It's not a big deal. He's 16, right? We can definitely shape him. Yeah, and he do have the good media handling on Flap. But I didn't really want to look all of these guys over because there is a lot of them. I think most of them are on professional contract. We can look at Yanda here. He's a professional, light-headed, or level-headed is actually okay. It's not the worst, at least media handling. And as we can see here again, consistency is in there. So he might not be the best player in the world, but you know what? You want to take a gamble on what you see here, right? You want to take a gamble on your intakes. So no worries, on a professional contract. There we go. The last bit of news I want to talk about here before we are getting into some of the games is that I am improving the training facilities once again. So it will go up to 17, I think? I'm not sure if it's going up to 17 or even higher than that. But yeah, it's definitely, we want to keep developing that one. It's going to cost us 3.9 million. But I do think we have the money for it. We still got 17 in the overall balance. We are gonna lose a bit of money, as you can also see the committed spending is extremely high now. I do think we have the money for it because we will get a lot of money from the competitions in Europe, so it should be all right. And you know, our overall, also we have a lot of good players that can be sold and stuff like that. So I'm not too worried about the finances right now. I think we're good, but yeah, we are definitely building the club up from the bottom, and it looks like we are probably at least the third best club now in the Czechish divisions, right? I think so. Still probably a little bit behind Slavia and what are their names? Wow, Sparta, in terms of structure and all that, but we are definitely getting up there now. Alright, so here we go. We are up against Baník Ostrava, and it's gonna be Haug in goal, of course, Seaman, Forstmeyer, Horak and Brückner. So not exactly our best defensive line. Actually, it's a very rotated back line. I'm kind of gambling here, I would say. Lessig also not really the best halfback in there. On the other hand, the front five here is definitely much better. Victor Hans is in there, Barnard. Benavides is gonna go on the inside forward. I believe he is out still, Pasalik. Yeah, he actually he's been kind of injured for most of this season. Well, nah, not really, but he's been injured 2 or 3 times now here. The last couple of moderate, minor, and major here in the second part of the season. Not great, but we have managed anyway. We have managed without him. So yeah, Benavides gonna try him out as an inside forward. He's definitely capable of playing over there, so that's gonna be interesting. He's not left-footed, but he got a reasonable left foot. Milan on the other side, probably, I don't know, probably one of the best. I can't really judge it right now, but he's probably been the best player this season, or close to. So yeah, he's in there, and Trantran up front. So it should be a pretty good team. So let's get into it. I think we're gonna play this one on key highlights, just because we might have 3 games, and I have already talked way too much already. So yeah, let's just take it on key highlights, because I mean, if we win this one, we are not gonna play the last match. Then we're only gonna play the FA Cup final, because the last match wouldn't mean anything then. But we don't know if we're gonna win this one, so it could be 3 games, right? So let's play it on. Skip over all this and let's put it on key highlights. There we go. We can get through it quite quickly, because I wouldn't change anything in this game anyway. I would just keep playing how I'm playing. I mean, the results suggest that's the best thing to do. But yeah, it could go wrong here, because we are resting some of our guys for the FA Cup. Well, only the back line. Only the back line. We got a pretty good squad when it comes to rotating our front line. We don't really struggle for squad depth when it comes to our, you know, the midfielders and also the inside forwards and the striker. We got plenty of good players up there, but we are struggling a little bit with squad depth in the central defense and the left back and right back area. Well, not really, but what I mean here is that they are not as good as their peers, right? They are not as good as their as good as our first choices, where the guys further forward in the midfield and inside forwards and stuff are about level to each other. I mean, yeah, Pasalik is definitely better than anyone else on the right-hand side, and Milan is definitely better than anyone on the left-hand side, but that doesn't mean that Ukwu coming in cannot score a goal and do an assist and, you know, get high ratings. He can definitely do that. It's just that Milan do it more consistently, like Pasalik. Here we go. Oh, close one. That's a half gone. That's playing on. So key highlights. I actually wish there was like a more. I wish there was something in between key highlights and extended highlights. Right? I kind of wish there was something in between those two, because extended is sometimes a little bit too extended, and key highlights is a little bit. It doesn't really show a whole lot, right? I mean, that's what key highlight means, guys. And it does look like we had a hard time finding any good shots here. So, all right, fair enough. Start second half, but I need to make sure that I'm looking at the clock for the most part here, because otherwise it's just gonna run out really fast on me. That's not happening on extended, unless I'm recording and talking a lot. Right, come on, guys. Come on, boys. Score a goal. Yeah, we got some people in the back line not really having a good time there. Forstmeyer is not having a good game. How is his condition? Ooh, okay, Benavides, it doesn't work on that inside forward. What I'm thinking is probably taking him off along with Bernard on those yellows. I'm a little bit concerned about that. We do have Bornemann, we do have Siska. Siska's never playing well over there. Let's try Bornemann and Bernard for Strabik or Breitenberger. I think Breitenberger deserves this one. Strabik has been a lot injured this season. Breitenberger has been a pretty damn good sub. Good rotational option. He's been pretty good on the. He's actually a striker, but I've been playing him pretty much every single time on the central midfielder attack role, and he's been doing quite well in that role. Actually, as you can see, he got some decent numbers for it, except from tackling. But otherwise, he's pretty good for that. Also got some decent finishing and composure. The technique is also there. Long shots is 9, but it's not too bad. So he's fairly good in that role. Actually, Breitenberger. He's not quick. That's the only thing he's not. He's not very quick. But he's been working so far in that role. Like average. Like I think he got around 7.0 in average rating or something like that. Which is actually not that bad as a super sub. That's actually not that bad. Victor Hans is also struggling this game. Tran is struggling. Yeah, they're not getting their goals. I don't know. I'm just taking people off here. Get Strabik, why not? Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get a goal here. Have we seen like only one highlight in this game? I think so. Wow, okay. There is one here. Yeah, it's gonna go our way. Okay, Bornemann. Oh, I think that was offside, but oh no, it's gonna be their chance. Wouldn't that be unfair? To lose a game this late in the season. Breitenberg, don't lose it here. Well done. Strabik is really far forward. Bornemann. Yeah, go out here. You gotta hit a bit of pace. Oh, that's a lovely pass, but that goalkeeper was right where he should be. Right where he should be. Well, that was the chance right there. Oh, we do get another one. Bornemann with the corner. It's a odd one. That's not the. That's okay. Seaman back to Haug. The highlight is still going on. That was not the key highlight right there. Absolutely not. Brückner bringing it forward. Breitenberger over the top. Milan. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna go over the top for them now. Because that was not the highlight either. Oh, I don't like this. Okay. Breitenberger, Lessig. What is this highlight? It must be a goal or a very, very big chance. Otherwise, it wouldn't do it like this. Seaman. Well, and then again, I don't tend to look at the highlights very often, but it does feel like a very big opportunity. Yes! There we go. What? Is it offside? I think it's offside. No, it's not. It is a goal. It is a goal. Wow. Just got concerned. Yeah, it couldn't be offside, right? Because it came from one of their guys. Yeah. Milan, again Milan, bringing us home. He's bringing us over the line. Man, oh man, that boy, Milan, he's been fantastic. Fantastic. He's averaging a goal every second game as a wide target man. that's quite good, and also getting assists. He's up there with Pasalic right now in terms of average ratings. He's definitely up there. I'm player of the match here as well. So yeah, he's doing really fantastic in there. There we go. Okay, lovely. Let's move on. Right, so there we have it. 81 points for us, 75 for Slavia Prague. No chance for them to get up to the second place anymore. We have it. It is ours, and we do not need to play the last game when it comes to the league here. Victoria Pilsen doesn't matter except from getting more points. So I'm not gonna show that one. We're just gonna go into the FA Cup final, and you know, in the next episode, I can show you the result of the Victoria Pilsen game because it doesn't mean anything except from points, like I said. So let's get to the Slavia Prague game here in the FA Cup final. Alrighty, guys, here it is, the last game of the season. Well, technically, it's not really. We could have one more, but whatever. Slavia Prague in the FA Cup. Haug in goal. Enrique Andrade is going to play here on the central defense on the right-hand side. Hausdag on the left. Brückner out left on the wingback area. Aikidi, Benavides, Bernard Christensen is going to get this one. Ugwu and Siska up front. Not entirely our best lineup when it comes to the front line, but it's pretty solid in the back line at least. Yeah, I mean, when it's against Slavia or Sparta Prague, it's always going to be a gamble. It's always going to be, sometimes they win, sometimes we win, sometimes it's a draw. It's never really going to be, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to leave Tran out here for this one, and also Pasalic is not entirely ready, and where is Milan? He's also out. So it's definitely not the best team to get in there with, but well, let's just hope it's gonna be enough, because that's the team I've decided to go with. So, well, there we go. Let's put in the opposition instruction. What is this one? It's important to always trigger. Okay, good. We're already doing that. Submit the team. And here we go. We're gonna bring it to extended highlight for this one, because we're not playing the last one anyway. So, kick off. Let's see who they're playing. Okay. Yeah, pretty much their best team. Pretty much the best team. Good. Oh, well, not good, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm worried about this match. I could see a draw here. We are away from home, which is not great. They're playing at home, so also a little bit of a worry. Let's pause it and make sure we're going on extended here, because we do want to see more highlights in this one. We do have the time here. Yes. But if we could win this, right, it would have been a glorious season. Yeah, we do not win the league, but we would take an FA Cup if we win it. And we would have gotten a second place with more points than we have ever gotten before. So, well, breaking a record there as well. And in that sense, it would be a pretty solid season in that kind of term, right? Also, getting into the knockout stages of the European League again. Getting knocked out in the second round, like the last two times we were in it. Ugwu! Oh, nope. It was too easy for the goalkeeper. He was actually positioning really well there. Okay. Right. If we lose this one, it's still. Oh, what? Aikidi with a very, very rare goal. Oh my. That is unusual for him. You probably have 3 goals in total. Well, this one is a big one. Oh my. Yeah, alright. But what I was saying, if we don't win this one, it would still have been a pretty damn decent, you know, season, because of the points haul. We got more points this season than last season, so I can't really complain too much. And I would say the reason we were not in the race for the league is because of those tactical changes I made in the summer. We had too many of those draws, and also a loss against someone. I was a Slovan Liprik or something like that early on in the season, and you know that's the points that I could have avoided, right? That's because of my tactical changes, not the players. Not the players making any mistakes there. That was my tactical choices coming into play. So that is points that we can get next season, hopefully, or at least points I can avoid by not doing something stupid with the tactic. Because this tactic is working, and I like what I'm seeing. Oh my god, that was... Like, I like what I'm seeing. It's a very solid tactic, and I don't really see why I would change it too much. The only thing I have thought about doing is, at least when we are... Oh, that's a good goal. And he's always dangerous, this guy. He's been dangerous since the save started, right? Ulyenka, he's a been fantastic player for them. He must be like 32 or 33 now, but he's still a good player. Hrovat is also a good player. Yeah, he's taking 2 of our guys in the air, but Ulyenka is very good in the air. He's a tall, very strong in the air kind of player. Well-rounded inside forward. Inverted winger kind of type of player. He's very good. I would like to have him 5 seasons ago. He's too old now. I don't want... Actually, I have actually thought about something. I thought about signing 2, maybe 3 old players. Not players that are gonna be, playing every single week and stuff. Just emergency backup. And put them in the youth academy. And put them on the B team. And just let them develop our youngsters with some good personalities. So I would go out and find some old guys with good world reputation, really good personalities, really good hidden abilities, which I don't know if they have, but I have a feeling I know what I'm looking for when I'm looking for the hidden abilities, and just put them in the B squad and just help them monitor those youngsters and mentor those youngsters a little bit more, because we do kind of lag influential players that have the correct set of abilities or personalities to develop our youngsters. And we could go out this season, because I don't think there is probably a couple of spots we could improve. But we wouldn't go out and buy like 5-6 new players for the first team. I don't think that's probably not it. What I'm thinking right now, but we will talk more about that in the next episode as well. But right now, with what I see, what I have seen through and without seeing all the statistics on that, right now I think maybe a new halfback. Also with that in mind, that I know what I'm probably gonna sell. Probably a new halfback, and likely also a new central defender. The rest is kind of okay, right? It's kind of okay. We're actually getting the goals that we need. We're not in need of central midfielders. We're not in need of new inside forwards. At least not unless we're selling someone that I'm not expecting to sell. We don't really need any new left backs or right back. A left back could do. We could have another left back coming in, but right backs I don't think so. So we have a pretty solid base. And then we could go out and find some old guys. Ooh, that's a big one, Siska. Come on, mate, you have to put that one home. Inconsistent player, Siska. Very inconsistent. Here we go again. So yeah, we could go out and try and find some old players that could be influential in the dressing room and in training as well for the youngsters. And that's always nice to have them. And we do have room for those kind of players getting registered as well. We are only registering in the Czech league, right? We are only registering like 15 people out of 25. That's 10 spots that we are not registering because we got so many youngsters that don't need to be registered. So we have plenty of space for those. So I might go out and find some of those really, inexpensive but really solid world reputation, good media handling, good personalities to develop our youngsters with. Rögner, Ukwu, up to Siska. Come on, mate. Going wide again. We're getting the chances, but Siska is not really... I mean, that's probably my only worry right now, is that my 2 main strikers, Siska and Tran, none of them are top goal scorers, right? They're not really great when it comes to scoring a lot of goals, but which we will also see when we get into the statistics next episode. We do have other people that are very consistent scoring goals, right? Ukwu is fairly decent when it comes to scoring goals, but his conversion rate is not good enough. That is where Milan come into play. He might not look like a player that is scoring a lot of goals, but he is, and he's also very good on the conversion rate. I think he's around 13% in conversion rate, which is actually not that bad. That's pretty good for a wide target man to be at. Oh, that was a good save. Wow, how fantastic. He could also get player of the season, to be honest. He's been really good in goal. He's probably made sure that we haven't conceded. I'll even put it further than the 6 I put it out in further episodes or in episodes a couple of days ago. I would probably say he has probably made sure that we are not conceding 8 or 9 more goals than last season. That's a lot of goals. That's a lot of points. He's been fantastic, How. Absolutely fantastic. Which you would always... That's something you will also see in the next episode. His performances, like the statistics, is fantastic. It's among top 2 or top 3 in the league. He is the best or the second best, probably, goalkeeper in the league. Or thereabout. At least to my... that's what I think he is. Okay, we do have a couple of subs to make here, and it seems like we are going into overtime right now. Nervous. Nuku is nervous, and he's not having a good time. Yeah. What I'm thinking is probably bringing in Bohemian or Christiansen. We do have a lot of yellow cards, which is also a concern, especially on Benavides here, who is struggling with fitness. So let's take him off for Breidenberger. Templeman, he's aggressive. Breidenberger. I'm gonna hold on to the next one for 10 minutes. So, no, another yellow card here. That's not great. We haven't actually played a good game this one. It's fair, it's even, right? It's pretty even. Okay, I'm gonna make the last sub now. Nervous. Ukwu. I kind of need Ukwu in there. Sort of. What is his condition? Is that the worst one? No, it's actually Bernard. Could bring in Victor Hans for Bernard and move these two around. That's probably better, like that. And also fresh legs in the midfield might be the best option as well, instead of on the wings. That's debatable. That's definitely debatable. Ooh, that's a good ball up to Bornemann. Can he find someone? That's interesting. Okay. Hans. Bornemann. Cross. Hans. Bornemann. Ukwu. Oh! Oh, yes! What was that? What a scrappy goal that was. Is that a word? Scrappy? I think you know what I mean there. That was just... That's the worst goal you're gonna see this season. But I like it. 89 minutes in. Breidenberger with tackled it in. Just tackling it in. Lovely. And we win the game. And we win the FA Cup. Unless they're getting a chance here. No. That's the end of the... That's... If they score now, that would be absolutely crazy, wouldn't it? Nah, this is not a highlight. Well, it's just the end of the game. There we go. Another FA Cup. 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. What do I mean by that? We have won it 3 out of 4 seasons in a row. Right? That's pretty solid. It's ours. There we go. They're gonna lift it up. Ukwu is gonna lift it over his head. Well, there we go. The captain. Is he gonna be captain next season? I don't know. Yeah, he's getting to a stage now where he's like 28, 29 or something like that. And, you know, he's not gonna get better, that's for sure. But he is, of course, a very important player in the club. But he's also someone, if someone is gonna come in for him for a couple of millions, you know? That's where we might want to cash in, right? Because he's not going to get better. I don't know what we're going to do with him. But he is definitely not as good as he looked He looked a lot better a couple of seasons ago. And now he's just average. Now he's just average, right? Compared to what else we have. But anyway, that was perfect. I mean, another FA Cup win. Great. So we also got the Super Cup now in the friendlies, of course, or in the pre-season. Now we got another Super Cup to play against one of the Slovakian teams. Lovely. More trophies, please. More trophies. Yep, there you have it. 3 out of 4 seasons in a row. And we win it. Only with Slavia Prague winning it 1 year. That is significant. That is significant. We do have possibly getting some FA Cup bonus payout. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. He didn't even play in it. Well, whatever. Yeah, alright guys. I think that's what we're gonna call the end of the season. Kind of. But we will have one more episode, of course, in this season. That is, you know, seeing this result. And of course, all the statistics and all that I like to do. If you don't like that kind of stuff, you can jump over it, like I say every single time. If you don't like it, jump over it. If you do, stick around for the next episode. And if you don't like the preseason either, well, then jump 2 episodes ahead. So anyway, guys, that was a lovely way to end this season. Absolutely fantastic. And I will see you in the next episode.